What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today we're creating a sketch illustration of the Squid Game doll. Welcome everyone and thanks for joining me today. For this lesson we need our sketch pad and a pencil. I'm going to start today's sketch off with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick, but you're welcome to use whatever you'd like. Let's begin by setting up a drawing with some guidelines. We're going to start at the very top in the middle. Just going to sketch a line coming down the center using these short lines. Let's move back to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. And these guides will help us balance out our drawing. Now let's use these two lines to help us create a large circle in the center of our page. From that center point, let's move up towards the top, mark off the top of our circle, right about there. Now we want to measure this distance from the center down towards the bottom. So mark that off. And then we'll repeat that across this horizontal line. So measuring the distance from the center over towards the left, and then over towards the right. And then we'll connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So we'll start with the top left. And the circle doesn't have to be perfect, we're just using this as a guide. Just go back and smooth this out as best we can. Now with our circle and guidelines in place, let's start blocking out the facial features. Let's start by adding a gap in between the eyes. So from that center line in the middle, move over towards the left. Right about here, draw a straight line going up and then down. Now we want to measure that same distance over towards the right and do the same thing, going up and then down. Let's add some shape to the eyes. From this point, we're going to curve the eyelid going up and then down, just up above that center line. And do the same thing on the right, going up and then down. Let's curve the bottom of the eye, coming down and then up. Let's move to the center of each eye and draw a circle from top to bottom. You always come back and readjust the placement later. And then in the center, draw a smaller circle for the camera. Now let's go halfway between that center line and the bottom of our circle right here. Draw a straight line going across. And then from the ends, we're going to draw a half circle going up and then down. Let's move down again, draw another line going across the mouth. Now in the center, step up, draw the lip going up and then down toward the left and right side. Let's draw on the lower lip, coming down and then up. Now let's go back to the outside of our circle and draw the edge of the hairline. We're going to go up, bring this down a little bit lower than the top of our circle, go across and then back down. And then we're going to add the ears. On the left side, going up, around, and then up. Let's add some height to the hair. Starting on top of the ear, we're going to go up higher in the middle, round up the head, come across, and then back down towards the right ear. Now we want to build up the volume of the chin. So starting on the left, curve this down, and then up. Let's go to the cheeks. We're going to come down, going a little bit wider, and just pull that in towards the side of the chin. Now on the side of the chin, we'll draw two straight lines coming down the neck. Move up, slope the shoulders coming down and then out. Let's connect the base of the neck with a curve of the collar, coming down and up. Let's add a little bit more detail to the body. From the middle, add the collar, coming down and up towards the left shoulder and then the right shoulder. Let's move out, angle this down and in, and round out the bottom. Now just underneath the ears, we're going to add the pigtails. Let's start underneath the left ear, curve this around and then in towards the jaw on both sides. Now from the outside, we're going to curl the hair, coming around and then in, just on top of the shoulders. And then we're going to bend this back up underneath. Now that we have a rough sketch in place, let's go back and clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. And once we finish cleaning up our drawing, I'm going to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us layer on some more details and refine the shapes. Now I'm going to start back at the eyes. Let's start from the inside edge. Just going to add a little bit more shape going across the top. Also want to add some thickness to the eyelash. Going out towards the end. Add some thickness going across and then back down towards the inside. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Going up. Let's add some thickness going across the top. And then in. Now we're just going to work our way across the bottom of the eye. A slight curve. It's going to enhance the outside edge of the eye. And then on the top right side of each eye, we're going to add a small highlight circle. Now I'm going to darken up the bottom and just fade that up, going around the middle, up towards the highlight. And I'm going to move back down and add in the nostrils. Just run up the side of the nose, going up. Now there's a fold going across around the inside corner of the eyes and then out. So this is the edge of the nose bridge. We just want to fade that out. Now up along the top there's a faint hint of an eyebrow. Just going to darken that up and fade that out towards the sides. Now moving down, we're going to add some shape to the mouth. And now I'm just going to work our way around the face. A little fold inside the ears. Now we're going to add those little pleats across the base of the hair. Just pulling these straight up, working our way out toward the side. And we're going to add that hair clip. Start with a square, coming down at an angle, coming towards a point, and then a circle. Now I want to add some rough detail to the body, so we're going to start with the collar and neck area. Now across the base of the pigtails, we're going to add 3 circles for the band. Now we'll do one final cleanup before we get into some more detail and shading. I'm going to switch to my 0.9mm pencil and start adding some contrast. So I'm going to start back at the eyes along the top of the eyelid. So just darkening that up and then just working our way around. Just going to add a little wave across the center of the eyes. Now let's darken up the bottom and then fade that up to that wave. We're going to add a little bit of a glare and highlight. Add a light shade across the top and fade that down, going around that highlight. And then we'll enhance the edge of the nose bridge. in between each of these pleats, I'm going to give the hair a slight bend coming down. And we'll extend each of the pleats going up, just enhancing that line. And as we come up towards the top, we're going to give a slight bend, coming up towards the inside. Now I'm going to switch to my 2mm pencil and add a little bit of shading. So we're going to start from the base of the hair. Just add a little bit more shape to those pleats. Just going to darken them up. Fade that up towards the top. Now for the lighting, you want to imagine that the light's coming from the top of our character, coming down, so the shadows sit along the bottom edge of each shape. Now underneath the head, across the cheeks, we're going to add a little bit of a highlight edge, shade this in, and then fade that up. we want to add a light shade to the cheeks. And as I get closer to the end, I'm just going to touch up my shadows, and always be sure to sign my artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of the Squid Game doll. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you do, please be sure to subscribe for more videos each week where I'll show you how to draw different characters just like this. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.